What are his lost thoughts of you? Hi, beautiful soul. Thank you for joining me, Mystic Miya, here on Mostly in the Moment for another love big card reading. Quick side note, I had to edit this into the intro in post because I want to make sure you pick the right pile. I added a little bit of eye candy into the pick a pile cards this time, as you can see, but I want you to pick the pile based on not the guy you find the hottest or that you're most attracted to, but based on the environment of the card and the energy of the card. Not the guy, the vibe. Okay. We're looking at his lost thoughts about you, his memories of you that he's lost in thought with, his own ideas of what's happening in the relationship or connection, or what he wants to happen, his fantasies, his worries and what he can't stop thinking about, and what is he doing when he's lost in thought about you. We have 4 piles. You may choose a pile based on the image, the colors, the number, the crystal, the emojis that resonate with you. It's a timeless reading, so it should resonate no matter when you come across this and what your status in love currently is. Timestamps are below. I hope you enjoy the reading. Much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile 1 with the Malachite. We're looking at his lost thoughts about you. So let's look at his memories of you that he's lost in thought about. Sanctuary. Wow. Privacy. Not violating personal space, respecting boundaries and taboos. Okay, I definitely feel like there's this energy of when you two were kind of in a home together. I don't know if it was your home or their home, or it's just like kind of somewhere where you felt like home together, kind of away from everyone else and everything, and kind of like you two having like quiet moments together. Like it was just the two of you. I don't know if you two were on vacation or just kind of staying in, taking a break. But I'm getting it was like a length of time, whether it was just a few nights or a few weeks. I definitely feel like it was like a period of time you two had together. And there was like beautiful moments where you two were cuddling and next to each other. And there were times where you kind of were more active, had dinner or maybe were making love. But there were moments where it was just the two of you maybe lounging around, him in his pajama pants and glasses, reading the paper in bed or something like that. And that's the kind of image I'm getting while you're kind of quietly doing something, brushing your hair or touching up your makeup or washing your face or something like that. There's like this energy of, and you're still kind of in your, I'm hearing negligee, like in your like kind of night dress or like whatever you woke up in and or put on when you woke up, and it's just kind of this like quiet moment. I'm seeing this like early in the day sunlight coming through the window, and there's just like this quiet moment between the two of you, and like they appreciated it so much because they got to watch you kind of get yourself ready in the morning, have your quiet moments in the morning, and they loved that, seeing that side of you, like that very peaceful, like enjoying your moment to yourself and kind of being in the presence of each other, even after like a very eventful night or something like that, or maybe it was just a quiet night in, but it was kind of like I'm hearing like there's like noise, from a movie or from music or from everyone chatting in that restaurant or that place you went out to. Like there's like it's like that quiet moments, like it's like you can still enjoy the quiet moments even after the exciting and loud ones, and both of you can still be at peace. And he really felt that, like, I can be at peace and I can still like enjoy my morning paper or whatever, like checking the news or like checking, I'm hearing like checking their like finances or like their stocks or something in the morning, and like they still can see you out of the corner of their eye, enjoying your quiet moments too, and both of you just kind of feeling like you're with each other, but still they appreciated it so much. Yeah, wow, the World card. it's one of those moments that made them feel like, I can do this forever. I want to do this forever. I want more moments like this. And they'll try to do everything they can to have that sanctuary with you. So if you don't already have a home with this person, they are desperately trying to create one with you now that they know they can have those moments with you more often. Okay, his own ideas of what's going on between the two of you, or what he wants to happen, his like fantasy. Family, oh wow. And it came out in reverse, so I do feel like for some of you, you two are like both of you already have children or pets that you feel like are children, but there's like this blended family aspect, and he wants to kind of get going on that as soon as possible. If not, I do feel like he wants to create a family with you like as soon as possible. That's why he kind of wants to home the sanctuary. He feels like it's going to be natural to want to create a family immediately after that. There's this feeling of like, even though he wants that, he wants the family feel, even if the two of you don't want children, I do feel like, to create like an environment where you have a lot of dinner dates and like a lot of dinner parties and a lot of family over, and friends who are like family over. I feel like even though he wants that, he's like, and he's not in a rush to have that happen. He just feels like because he wants to create that comfort level with you, that sanctuary with you, that it would naturally come right after. And he's okay with it. He's letting his like imagination run wild with it, because even though he's like, I'm not in a rush to do that. I would like that, but I'm not expecting it immediately. I do feel like he's letting his kind of imagination run wild and kind of run deep and run wild with that energy. I'm hearing that Licky Lee song. Night of... what's it called? The one that goes like, I follow you, deep sea baby. that song, I forget. Anyway, Knight of Wands. Yeah, exactly. That's extra confirmation that like he wants it, and he's kind of like, I feel like he's like a financial person. Like he kind of likes to plan things out, and he's like, yeah, like, I don't mind waiting like a year and a half, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, depending on what you two kind of have in mind. But I feel like he knows like it'll naturally lend itself like to create the sanctuary. Like you both will like, you won't be able to keep your hands off each other and want to create a family, or want to create more love in the home is what I'm getting. Whether it's creating family, adopting pets, or having more family and friends over, I just feel like this creating the sanctuary is going to lend itself to having more love in the home. Oh, wow. Okay, and his worries. What are his worries that he can't stop thinking about? Because he's obviously so in love with you now. Air signs. Okay, yeah. He has a lot of thoughts about that he's suppressing. Okay, suppression. Express, don't suppress. Authenticity is freeing when we see like restraint, repression, and censorship. Okay, so he has a lot of ideas. He has a lot of ideas of what he wants to do with this connection or relationship, where he wants this relationship to go. His idea, like, I feel like you're such a wellspring of inspiration for him. You're definitely the reason he wants to pursue more in life and in love and in relationship and in terms of family and home. And he has so many ideas that he feels like it would scare you off if you knew how much he thought about this. Because I feel like you see him such a masculine energy, and he sees himself as such a masculine energy, that it's surprising to him that you're bringing up all these kinds of dreams and visions for him, that he feels like it's kind of be kind of out of character for him to kind of share it with you, and maybe it would turn you off, or that maybe that's not the guy you fell in love with. So he's kind of suppressing those thoughts, but you do inspire him so much, and he is more in the masculine, kind of thinking about how he can make these visions real, and he's thinking about like the numbers and the logistics, but at the same time, and he wants to share it because he's excited about it, but he's like suppressing that because he's worried that you won't, like, that's not what you signed up for, like that's not the guy that you kind of fell in love with or want to talk to. Like he's worried that he's going to come off too airy fairy for you, or too like kind of deep in his own thoughts, and to like in his fantasies, and maybe that's not what you like or something. It's not like he's not completely turning into that person. It's just like another aspect, another layer that's opening up within him because of you. Okay, and then what is he doing when he's lost in thought about you? What is he doing when he's lost in thought about you? South node of the moon. Old karma. The Rahu. Sorry, it's Ketu. Ketu is south node. Rahu is north node. I just spend way more time on the north node. Okay, so something about old karma and Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so there's something that he's wrapped up in, like an old project, or maybe something like maybe he's thinking about leaving his job, or leaving a specific type of opportunity, or something that he's been working on, because it doesn't align with this new vision, this new dream he has for the two of you. And I feel like he's debating on letting it go. So I feel like it's like maybe he was working towards a promotion at work, or maybe he was working towards a home in a specific location. Maybe he was even working on something, a goal in regards to you, maybe like a specific type of wedding or engagement. And he's realizing it doesn't align with his new visions, his new dreams with you. He's having all these like fantastical thoughts in regards to you and this potential. But I do feel like whatever happened, this memory that he's lost in, I feel like it happened not too long ago. And even if for you, if it feels like a few months ago, or 2, 3, 6 months ago, or longer, 8 months, I feel like it was somewhat recently. Even if it feels like a long time ago for you, I feel like it was somewhat still fresh in his mind, because he keeps thinking about it. It's still inspiring him with these new thoughts and visions about where this connection can go. And he's realizing like some of his goals that he's been working on, newer goals, like new opportunities. For example, if he's always wanted that promotion at work, or that higher role, higher position, and he finally got an opportunity, and he's like, like excited, or he's about to get the opportunity, he knows it. He's like, it just doesn't align with where I want to go with this relationship. And so he's like thinking about it, even with that home situation. He's like, maybe this doesn't align with what I want to do with this person. It's like not the right location, or not the right type of home for us, or for this vision. And so he when he's working on this old opportunity, it is somewhat new. Like it came up somewhat recently. Like he's had this kind of vision for his life for a while, and an opportunity in that old vision has come for him recently, in the past like 6 few months time frame. But in that time frame, he's been thinking more and more about you and this vision, where like this new life path that opened up because of you, and because things have gotten more serious, or things have gotten more serious, or not serious, more aligned with the two of you, that this new opportunity and something that he did want in the past he feels like it doesn't align with him anymore, which is why he's thinking about it so much now, especially when he's around that opportunity, that new opportunity, because it's like he's thinking like, I wanted this for so long, but it doesn't match with where I want to go now, and so he tends to daydream when he's working on that opportunity. I think it's different for different people, but you know what it is for your person. All right, pile one, I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, I really appreciate a like, a comment. Let me know how it resonates. I really appreciate it when you share your stories. I love listening to your life and what's going on. I really appreciate it. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile two with the emerald crystal. We're looking at his lost thoughts about you. So let's start with his memory that he's lost and thought about you with. Vulnerability. It came out in reverse. Open your heart. Allow yourself to be tender. I am getting this moment where it's more when you were vulnerable with him. Because you would think that like he would be stuck in a memory where he was vulnerable with you. Oh, okay. Because I kept getting like, yeah, it is when he was vulnerable with you. But like the way that you reciprocated by being vulnerable with him, it just melted his heart. Because I feel like he's like learning how you would treat him if he were to open up and be vulnerable with you. And the fact that you kind of opened up with him and were even like the same kind of vulnerable or even deeper, it just kind of put him at such ease, because I feel like he was so uncomfortable. He was so uncomfortable being vulnerable, because I feel like it was one of his first times, or it was about something that was like very, very personal to him. And the way that you handled it, he's like, I could not imagine a better way someone could have handled it. Not only was she understanding, like I feel like he's like he was just expecting you to try to kind of comfort him or try to understand him or see where he was coming from, and see that it was hard for him to kind of open up about that. And so that was his expectation, was you trying to not be awkward or uncomfortable, and trying to I'm seeing someone like kind of like pet someone on the head, like, okay, like, hope you're okay. You know, like he's feeling like he's expecting that, like maybe like you were just going to try to be there for him and understand him, but it was going to be awkward and uncomfortable, and he's going to learn his lesson, and that was going to be that. But what happened instead was that he saw you kind of just like, I'm getting this energy of like your body just kind of like losing shape, but just kind of losing its rigidity, and just kind of like you just kind of pouring over his body or wherever you were, on a chair, on a lounge, on a sofa, on a bed, just kind of, I'm getting this image of like you pouring your body like a water into a glass, or water into nothing, like a empty vessel. Just kind of, you just poured your body. I'm just hearing like pouring your body like water, pouring your body like water in front of him, and you just opened up about something that's like very similar, or of like similar energy or similar depth to what he opened up about. And it was just like it was like outpouring. And with your infinite wisdom and intuition, like I feel like only someone who is very, very intuitive would have known to do this, because most people would think that opening up about your problems when someone is opening up about theirs it seems counterintuitive. It seems like you're trying to one-up him, or he's letting his guard down, so you have to you're finally letting your guard down, and you have too much and you're spilling over and maybe kind of trauma dumping. I think that's how most people would see it. But for some reason, I'm seeing this energy of like, no, you instinctively, intuitively, and only someone who is very highly in tuned would know that for this particular situation, he felt like in his masculine energy, he felt like he needed someone to show more vulnerability, to make him feel more masculine, to not, because he felt slightly emasculated by opening up to you about this. Like, let's drop like the labels or whatever, right? Like, it is what it is. Like, sometimes guys feel a little emasculated when they are vulnerable. Oh, they shouldn't feel that way. They should be happy with their sensitivity. Like, whatever. Like, it is what it is. Like, sometimes guys feel like that. And so he felt a slightly emasculated to have to kind of share that with you, but he wanted to, and he was brazen enough to kind of be vulnerable with you. And then you did the most perfect thing that he couldn't have imagined of beautiful feminine like you doing. And I'm getting it almost like pushed him to tears, because it's exactly what he needed. He needed in that moment to snap out of his vulnerability, and be vulnerable by showing support and love to someone else being vulnerable. See why that might have sounded counterintuitive or selfish or not the right thing to do in that moment, but you knew he needed someone to be more vulnerable towards him, be more in their feminine energy than him. And then him being able to comfort and console you, this jiggly, like not jiggly, this like kind of like someone who's like, I don't know how to describe it. Limp, like someone whose body just went limp, right? And him in kind of this exhaustion and overbearing of their soul. And for him to kind of like console you and to kind of be like bring him back into that masculine energy, but still be vulnerable because he's helping someone else being super vulnerable. And it just kind of worked. I don't know if I'm describing it correctly, but if this is your pile, like, you know what I'm talking about and you know what happened, or maybe this is a future event or something, but you know what I'm talking about and it worked. He never felt more abundant in his life and then in that moment. He felt needed. He felt he was using his vulnerability correctly by sharing it, but then also being vulnerable in helping his partner who was being vulnerable. And like the way that he didn't know if he could do that. He didn't know he could step up and console someone being super vulnerable and super in their feminine energy in that moment. Like, he didn't know he could do that. And so he became the person he needed when he was being vulnerable, but more in the masculine way. And like, I guess in that moment, he kind of saw some like genius in you. Like, he's like, this is the feminine genius that I needed. It's not that you didn't know how to console him or help or talk to him when he was being vulnerable, but I feel like this is one of his first times being vulnerable, and he needed to know that you're capable of being vulnerable with him, that he's capable of helping you when you're vulnerable. And like, I feel like he instinctively knows that like if he were to be vulnerable with you again, that you would handle it differently. Like, you would handle it more kind of like, you know, like softer affection and kind of more attentive and just kind of hearing him out and being kind of trying to understand him and comforting him, consoling him. But in that moment, I think because it was like one of his first times being vulnerable with you, trying to slow confirmation, like that's exactly what he needed. And like, I feel like you opened up his intuition and his instincts of like, yeah, she knows what she's doing. Like, she knows what I needed in that moment. And I feel like he needed more, like, it was more of experience of vulnerability than actually sharing, like actually what he was sharing about, if that makes sense. Sorry, I kind of went off on a tangent, but like, I feel like this pile, like, you needed like a deeper explanation or something. Like I feel like you knew, but like you couldn't put the words to it, because I'm having a hard time putting words to it. But like this is kind of us doing this, analyzing this situation together, if that makes sense, okay? And so that in that moment, he never felt more abundant in his life. And that's where I'm getting like, you opened up his abundance energies through vulnerability, through this experience. It seems kind of bizarre, but like this is like, you're gonna allow him to make more money for the two of you than anything else that you two could have done. Supporting his dreams, his goals, his vision, it didn't affect his abundance energies as much, as powerfully as anything ever will than this moment right here. It is the Nine of Pentacles, so there might be like maybe something else that can more powerfully affect his abundance energies. But like at this moment in time, there's nothing more powerful that could affect his abundance energies than this vulnerability exercise that you two unintentionally brought up, like that the universe brought on to the two of you. It was like a test from the universe for the two of you on how to handle vulnerability. And if you have that in a partner, you're gold. That connection is golden, right? Like that is abundance. That is ultimate abundance, right? Or a part of ultimate abundance. Pile 2, what you've unlocked in your partner and their ability to bring in more abundance, physical abundance for the two of you, because it's masculine, is out of this world. Oh, wow. Okay. And it's because of your intuitive genius. All right. So his own ideas of what's happening in the connection, what he wants to happen, what he thinks is happening, his fantasy, what's in his mind, his fantasy about you that he's lost in thought about. Peace. He sees this kind of energy of having ultimate peace, like his soul and spirit being at ultimate peace with you. And it's like otherworldly. It's surreal. It's like almost like he feels like you two are kind of like floating on a cloud together and like, you know, driving into the sunset kind of energy, like just feeling that type of energy that's just so, you know, that imagery that you have that just hits you, that you've always dreamt of having with your partner. It just fills you with so much peace and ease and beauty. It's like very beautiful, whatever this scene you always imagine with your partner. When you're feeling at peace or feeling like, yeah, I made it, like I'm living. That energy. They feel like they can have that with you, and they're gonna do anything they can to get there. I feel like they're gonna I feel like they're dreaming of having some sort of adventure with you. This could be, I do feel like it's more of like a traveling type of adventure. They see the two of you kind of going somewhere, even if it's like just going to visit family or going to a new hiking trail that's not too far away, or trying a new restaurant. It's like a very scenic restaurant or something like that. Like, or going to like a national park or something like that. Like something new, but something not like that extraordinary, but it's extraordinary because it's with you. That's like what makes the dream, the vision so extraordinary, is that they imagine doing it with you. Yeah, because you can say like being adventurous in the bedroom, but I see it more of a kind of like a trip somewhere. And I feel like it's somewhere, like, even if it's somewhere local, or even if it's somewhere that it's like touristy or like a lot of people visit or something like that, or even if it's like somewhere that you guys go often, like, you know, your maybe it's somewhere one or both of you were when you were younger and talked about like, oh yeah, I've always wanted to go back to where I went to school and check out the area, or, you know, where I grew up, or, you know, there's this place near my hometown or where my parents live and I've always wanted to check it out, or my friends had always wanted to go to this place or go back to this place. Like there's like this feeling of like, even though it's not like a place out of the ordinary, it's extraordinary because it's the two of you experiencing it together, and it's a new place. And I don't know, it's just like it becomes magical because like I do see the two of you in like nice white sheets with like sun shining through, you know, wherever your guys are staying. But like, you know, it just feels like a honeymoon period. Understated honeymoon period. It's like a storybook. It's really pretty. Okay. So what are his worries that he can't stop thinking about in regards to you? And yeah, what is he so worried about? Confession in reverse. Someone has to tell you something. True growth requires letting go attachment. He's worried. He's worried that you're going to tell him someday that he's being too clingy and he's too attached to you. See, yeah, it says cling. Oh, yeah, this is clinging here, dependence and addiction. Yeah, he's worried that he's going to come off as like being too wanting you too much, wanting to be around you too much, wanting to share with you, wanting you to share with him too much. He's worried there's like this energy of like that he might come off a little bit too sensitive or feminine for you. And the thing is, he's not, and he's very masculine in his energies, but like he's always worried about that because he's worked on his self-mastery, right? So he has a powerful feminine energy as well as the powerful masculine energies, and he's in his divine masculine, I'm getting. So he is someone who's like worked on himself. I can say that he's like a very, if he doesn't consider himself spiritual, he's very self-aware and he's worked on himself, right? But I feel like when he's found the person he wants to attach himself to, he's found this one person he wants to open up to and like kind of go deep with. And he's not the kind of person, he's not the kind of person to do that with anyone. And I really do feel like it's like his first times like kind of discovering and exploring the side of him, and there is no other person he wants to do it with than you. But he's like worried because of, you know, societal norms and what society has kind of pushed in everyone's minds, that like maybe that would be unattractive to you. And I feel like it's quite the opposite. Like I feel like you want that, or if you don't know, I feel like you would deeply enjoy it, exploring that with him, and find it very pleasurable. And yeah, I feel like his worry is just kind of like you telling him like, oh, you're being too clingy, or like, can you just kind of spend time with your own friends, or can we just spend time like away from each other? Or yeah, I don't really like, maybe he's worried that like you're not gonna tell him that like he's like opening up too much, or wanting to go dive deep with emotions and thoughts and feelings and plans with you, and like you're just kind of keeping it to yourself, and you're just gonna it's just gonna slowly like chase you away or something like that. So that's what he's like kind of worried about in regards to this connection, or yeah, what he kind of loses his thoughts in about when it comes to worries. It's not too bad, it's not a very deep worry, but it's enough to kind of bother him once in a while. Okay, so what is he doing when he's lost in thoughts about you? What is he physically doing when he's lost in his thoughts about you? Third house, communication and interaction. And Queen of Wands. Oh, that's so cute. I'm getting that it's often when he's talking to you. He just finds you like so attractive in more ways than one, because like now he's finding you even more attractive because he's connecting you with you on a deeper energetic level. And so like the way that he's seeing you is way more attractive. It's kind of like when people say like they're really in love and fall deeper in love with someone each day. It's because like they're connecting with them on an energetic level in more ways, right? And deeper ways. And then when you do that, like that person's physical appearance and their energy and with how they move and everything becomes more attractive to you too, right? So he's just like kind of in amazement. So like he's like watching you like while you speak, and he's just like, I can't believe how much more attractive she looks to me than the first day we met. And I was like blown away. Like I'm like, there's no way I can find anyone hotter. There's no way she can get more attractive. And it just blows his mind because he did not expect for him to get more, like for him to become more and more attracted to you. If that makes sense, you know? And so he thinks about that sometimes when you're talking, or when you guys are talking to each other. He's just kind of like looks at something and he notices something about you. He's like, wow, like did her hair always like kind of look like that? Or did her skin always glow that way? Or did her eyes become more beautiful? Like wow, like our body's like banging today. Like what is going on? Like did she do something different, or has she always looked this way? Or am I just noticing the details I haven't noticed before? Like, and then he gets kind of distracted. He's just lost. He starts thinking about when you two are vulnerable together and how the two of you connect deeply together. And this is just one example, but I feel like there's a lot for him to pull, like a lot in the bank to pull from. Like, you know how a lot of guys, like there's like a lot of images, like a lot of sexual images that they kind of put in the bank to think about later. Like I feel like there's a lot of emotional moments that he has with you that he puts in the bank to think about, because he just like, there's a lot there that he really, really values and he appreciates and makes him feel really good about himself and the connection. And there's a lot of moments that you two had together. I'm getting like several, like 5, 6, 7, like just recently, like in the past like year or two, that he feels like makes him feel so deeply connected to you. I'm thinking about like the in the game Sims, in the latest one. I know they haven't come up with a new one for a long time, but there's like this like way you can see if your sim, like why they're deeply in love with the other sim, or what emotionally connects them to the other person. And it's like usually like bonding over something, or bonded over like similar like of this, or like had a special moment when they were able to share their fears, or had a special moment when they were able to talk about their personal goals and stuff like that. And it's like yeah, these are the moments that like really tie you to a person. These are the moments, and like especially when you go deep, like those like moments are really like, because it doesn't really work with everyone. Like, you can try to have deep moments with everyone in your life, and it's not going to always work. It only works with the people that you kind of connect with, And so, like, he felt really, really connected with you in many, many times recently. Like, many more than most people have, That's why I'm saying, like, oh, yeah, like, it was, like, 5, 6, 7, but, like, in a year or two, but, like, that's more than most people have. It's, like, really crazy. Like, deep, deep connections. Deep, deep moments. All right, beautiful pile 2. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, I really appreciate a like or comment. I really love to hear from you and your stories. With that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day. Wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile 3. With a blue apatite crystal, we're looking at his lost thoughts about you. So we'll start with his memory that he's lost in thought about you. Okay. The Selkie and her skin. Reclaiming your authenticity. All right, so I don't think I've ever looked up what a selkie is, but apparently a selkie is a mythical creature that resembles a seal in the water but assumes human form on land. That was beautiful. Okay. I definitely see with the authenticity here and being in her skin. There's this energy where they've never felt more themselves than with you, and it's because you led them by example. So I'm getting this energy that you did something in front of them, and I feel like it was like a little bit of like a challenge for you too. It was slightly uncomfortable. Sorry, I'm trying to get comfortable in my seat here, but my chair here. But I feel like it was slightly uncomfortable for you too, to kind of be truly who you are in front of them. And I feel like it was maybe more, it was in front of others too. I feel like what you did, you allowed yourself to be your true self in front of others, and it was your authentic self, and people responded well to it. But he saw that you might have been kind of like second guessing it at first, like slightly thinking about not being your complete self before making this move, saying this thing, or taking this action or whatever. But then you did it, and you did it in front of like a crowd or in front of people, and it just kind of inspired him. It's so beautiful. The imagery I'm getting is like being at like a dinner party on a rooftop at dusk with like some like string lights or something, and then like kind of mustering up the courage to do something, say something, sing something, or make a bold statement, make a funny joke, or tell a specific story, or say it in a specific way, or there's something about like showing up as your true authentic self. And I feel like it's not like what you wore, or like how, like I feel like it's like how you said something, like how you said a story, or what you said, like choosing that story, or choosing that joke, or choosing to take that action or something like that. And I feel like it was so you, and it came off so, by the way, very cool, nonchalant, like you didn't even mean to. Pile 3, and it just like magically happened. It was like really cool. People just thought like, wow, like, you know, like it was one of those things like, wow, that, you know, she pulled that off, or like she made that look really cool. Like I don't know how, but like she did it, and like, or wow, like like, you know, like when someone does something, it's like, wow, they must have been really like extroverted, or they're just really comfortable with themselves, or they were like, you know, they just have that je ne sais quoi that just kind of pulls off anything, can pull off any joke or any story or any like party trick or something like that. Like there's something that you did, and then people responded well to it, and your person saw it, and they were really, really amazed by you, because not by what you did. Like, of course, like whatever you did was like was really cool, but no one else saw this, but your person did. Like right before you did that thing, took that action, said that thing, or whatever you did, like they saw like how you're kind of maybe second guessing yourself a little bit, or maybe unsure if you should do it, and then you did it, and you just like what, like they saw this like energy where you're just kind of like whatever, and just kind of rolled it off your back, like shrugged your shoulder and like shook your head, and you're like whatever, you know, I'm just gonna do it, like who cares. And that inspired them. That moment replays in their head over and over again. And by the way, you looked gorgeous wherever this was. The lighting on you, very pretty. I'm like, whether it was candlelight or like sunset, or like the string lights, or whatever it is, like the lighting on you looked so good. And whatever you're wearing, I'm hearing your hair was so like soft, feminine, and flowing, and your outfit was just like really, it was like feminine, but like a little bit modern, or a little bit like a little dressy, very pretty, or wherever the circumstance for you was, because I'm like getting a specific image, but it's gonna be different for different people. Obviously, not everyone's having the same moment, but it's like it was a moment like that, you know. But it might have been a different event, a different kind of circumstances, but like that exact thing. He saw you kind of not sure if you should be your true self, and then you did it. Meaning this was a crowd that was kind of like you're comfortable enough with, but you still don't know to that level. So it was a risk for you socially too, to like be your authentic self. And it worked, and it charmed people, and it was like, you know, put stars in people's eyes looking at you, and it was kind of amazing. And your person like is reliving that. I feel like you're reliving that probably too. You're like, oh my goodness, I did that. And but your person is too. And like, isn't that the best feeling when the person that you really like saw that moment, caught that moment with you? Anyway, so like you inspired your person to be more authentic. I feel like your person was kind of, maybe didn't know as many people there either, or maybe this is your group of friends or your group of work friends or something like that. And so like, you know this group of people a little bit better than your person does, or a lot better than your person does, but you don't even know them that well, or not at that level yet. And your person gave them confidence to be more themselves for the rest of this event or whatever. And even in front of you, I feel like later that night, or maybe later that week, whenever you two kind of hung out again, you probably saw a side of them that you never seen, and you probably were like, oh wow, like they're different than when I first met them, or they're different than usual. And it's because you inspired them and you made them feel okay to be themselves, because you were being yourself. And I feel like the two of your energies are like working off of each other, where you're becoming more authentic because he's feeling more authentic and comfortable being authentic around you, and he's feeling more authentic because you are. But you know, you, the feminine, were the inspiration. You were the one, the divine spark that started it all. So I mean, both of you are encouraging each other now. Both of you are kind of at the same place with that. But like, there's this energy of like, wow, I can be myself, and she's being herself with me. And like, I'm hearing this statement from them, like, I've never felt this way. I've never been able to do this in my life with anyone, or with anyone that's been my lover. Like, I've never been this authentic or felt this comfortable being myself. And I can see her opening up, and I can see me opening up. Like, I'm feeling this energy. It's like going back and forth. It's like I'm feeling like this buzzing energy. Like the two of you are kind of buzzing from like how you're falling in line with your true authentic frequency, you know, with each other. It's like literally, it's like vibrating. The two of you are like, I feel like can we handle this? Queen of Swords, yeah. You are the divine spark. You channeled it, and you are the truth. You are the truth. And it resonated so deeply that it cracked something open in your person, and they're living in their truth now. Both of you are kind of, I feel like you're kind of vibrating to this higher level together now. I feel like literally your body might be vibrating. You might be feeling energies a little bit stronger. Both of you might be like, oh, it's just like the two of us being excited. But like, no, like literally your bodies are resonating on a higher frequency and resonating on a more resonant vibration. And both of you are seriously, you're probably physically actually vibrating. Your cells are, your everything in your body, all your organs, all your, you know, your blood, your thoughts, everything is vibrating. So it's not just your imagination. It's not just like you both kind of feeling more in lust with each other, or having a stronger crush on each other or anything, or falling deeply in love with each other. It's literally both of you are vibrating so strongly, actually, physically. Okay, so his own ideas of what's happening in this connection, or what he wants to happen in this connection, his fantasy with you. What are his thoughts that he's lost in his fantasies with you? Happiness, yeah. He's never felt that like more happy than he is now. He's being authentic. You're being authentic. I feel like both of you, like, can you even handle this? Can you even handle how much happiness and love and like excitement is going on between the two of you? This is a really exciting time for the two of you, for sure. And the Two of Wands, I feel like the two of you haven't even gotten started yet, and this is like just a glimpse of the potential path and future you two have. I feel like this is a more like a newer connection, or even if you two have been dating for a little bit, like it's still like a sense of newness in this energy. And there's this feeling of like, we haven't even gotten started yet. That's why I got the crush energy. I'm like, yeah, your crush for each other has just deepened. Your like for each other has just deepened. And it's just like, if this is how strong you two are vibrating together, even before you start anything or start something like more serious or more profound, like, what a sign, right? That you two are going to be incredibly happy together, or have the potential to be incredibly happy together. Wow. So yeah, he's daydreaming a lot about, I feel like he can't even put words to it because it's just like too unreal. Like, it's just so, like, you're swimming in the sea with dolphins, or that's realistic. You're swimming in the sea with mermaids and mermans. You know, like, it's like, it's unreal. It's like it's like, I feel like he's in such a high frequency frame of thought when he's lost in his daydreams about you, that they're fairy tale like. They don't even have like real aspects to them. You know, it's like unicorns and butterflies. Butterflies are real. Unicorns can be real. They're mythical creatures all around. Like, they're like, if you ask him to describe a dream to you that he's had recently with you, it'd be like Lord of the Rings or something. You know, it'd be something like in the fantasy realm of things, you know? Like, watch, ask him. Or maybe like wait till he tells you, but like, yeah, try to get it out of him. Like, try to see like what his daydreams are about, or his dreams are about you. Like, I bet you it's like some sort of like fantasy thing. It's not even like a sexual fantasy, although it probably turns into that when he's like waking up from the dream, or the daydream. But it's not even, it's like pure joy, you know? Ooh, like, you know what, it would be a good hint I just got? It's like what kind of movies, TV shows, or books he liked when he was younger. That will give a huge clue as to where he's going off in his dreams at night with you. I'm getting Harry Potter for some of you. All right, so his worries that he can't stop thinking about with you. When he's lost in his thoughts about worry, what are his worries that he's lost in thought about? Manifest. Tell the universe exactly what you want. And dependency in reverse. I feel like I don't feel like you're doing this, but he's doing it to himself. Like, he's putting pressure on himself to kind of manifest things for the two of you. And he feels like you're depending on him to kind of make these things, these fantasies, these daydreams real. The thing is, like, you haven't actually expressed anything to him. Yeah, you didn't. I feel like you might have alluded to, like, yeah, like, of course you want to pursue these goals or that goals. Like, I feel like you've kind of generally mentioned what you want to do in your life in terms of work and family and relationships and kind of lifestyle and stuff like that, but like nothing really specific, or you two haven't really kind of like draw up plans or anything yet. Like, you know, you're both kind of in the daydreaming phase, or, you know, kind of still, I feel like it's still like fresh. Like you kind of, your conversations are more just about like whatever comes up in the moment. Like, it's still very young. It's still very youthful, I'm hearing. Like, the energy of the connection is still kind of fresh. Even if you have been dating for a while, or even if you've gotten back together, or like whatever it is, I feel like, or you just met, like, I feel like it's still like kind of new. And you wouldn't like normally talk about these things like in depth yet, unless it's like kind of like topic of conversation you two are really enjoying and it just happened to come up. I feel like, so for him to kind of put pressure on himself to be able to produce some of these things he's daydreaming of for the two of you is kind of in his own world. Like, he's in his own world. Like, he thinks that he needs to now, he has pressure onto making these things happen. But the two of you haven't even like collaborated on your vision for the future of the connection together yet. So this is what I'm getting. He's definitely putting pressure on himself. He's like, oh, like, she'll want me to kind of do this for her. Like, she deserves that. We both should be here. It's going to be happy for both of us. But he's like putting too much pressure on himself too early for some reason. Yeah, it's his own, it's in his own head. But like, because it's a minor worry. It's not something he's actually concerned about, actually worrying about, and actually thinking about too much. Like, these other things, maybe a little bit more. So I wouldn't concern myself with that. It's just like, this was a prompt I had for the reading, so we have to bring up whatever he was actually worried about. But it doesn't feel like a big worry. I feel like it's just something I'm hearing, like preliminary jitters. Like, he's just kind of psyching himself out sometimes, just because it's like all very exciting. It's somewhat exciting for him than it is a burden. I feel like it's just more like he's getting excited for things and like getting like, and then trying to think things through, and it's like he's doing too much in his head. But again, very, very minor. It's a very minor worry. It's not as big as I'm making it seem. Okay, so what is he doing when he's lost in thought about you? What is he physically doing when he's lost in thought about you? Okay, 6th house, work and routine. And do you see how it kind of hit the other cards, specifically the manifest and happiness card? Work and routine. Oh, he is cheesing. He is cheesing when he's at work. When he's working, or when he's just doing kind of like chores around the house, or when he's doing his work at his like job, or like, I feel like it's just like day-to-day things. He is cheesing thinking about you. He has this big stupid grin on his face whenever he thinks about you. He's just happy, and it's like, I'm hearing dopey. Like, he's just like he's like lovesick, and he's happy about it. Okay, 4 of Swords in reverse. Yeah, this 4 of Swords in reverse, I'm getting like when he's like zoned out doing something that, like, you know, you can zone out doing. So like his day-to-day routine, his chores, when he's just brushing his teeth, when he's just, you know, doing his quarterly report, like whatever he's doing, like just normal day-to-day things that he can just kind of not pay attention to 100%. Like, that's when he's daydreaming, which is often. He's often thinking about you, pile 3. Like, very, very often. He's thinking about you a lot. And I do feel like it's because this is somewhat new, or there's still new energy in this. Even if you've been together for a long time, I feel like there's like some new energy resurfacing in this pile. Lastly, this is a new crystal that I'm using in this reading. This blue apatite. I got it from North Carolina recently. I just kind of want to see if it ties into your message. Okay, it's tied to the 3rd eye. And the blue apatite is a powerful stone that enhances inner vision and strengthens psychic abilities. It guides one towards mental clarity and shifts one focus onto connecting with higher self. Used in conjunction with other stones, blue apatite amplifies their abilities as well. Apatite is the stone of humanitarian, reminding us of the bigger picture, greater good, humility, and to act selflessly for the greater good of all humanity. It helps bring balance to the physical, emotional, intellectual, and etheric bodies, guides one through meditation and allows one to deepen connection to the universe. So that's why I'm getting this manifest energy. Like, I definitely feel like your person, they're having a lot of clarity on what they need to do and where this connection could potentially go and how much that they need to kind of get going on. And I feel like it's in their head that they need to do this immediately, but I feel like for them, it's a spark of inspiration and divinity and happiness because they feel like truly aligned, not to just you, but like their path in life and their purpose and their destiny. And so everything is kind of firing up for them and it's getting them going, and they're very, very excited, but they're kind of like, and all the excitement is like, what do we do first? Like, what do I need to get on? Like, oh, there's so much to do now. Like, because you know how when you get that inspiration, it's like when you finally figure out what you want to do, you're so excited and you're like, okay, but there's so much for me to do now, But it's like in excitement, it's like, oh, there's like, let's get going on this. And that's the kind of energy I'm getting. Pile 3. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, I really appreciate a comment. Let me know how it resonates in the comments. I really love hearing from you. I put so much time and energy and effort into these readings. So I really love hearing feedback, hearing how it resonates, hearing what you liked, didn't like, hearing what, especially like confirmations about what in the reading really hit perfectly true for you. So with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile 4. With the Diopside crystal, we're looking at his lost thoughts about you. So let's look at first a memory that he has of you that he's lost and thought about. Divination, prophecy, fate, destiny, future fortune. Okay, so I feel like he's heard a prediction. He's listened to some sort of astrology report, or he's gotten a tarot reading from someone or some sort of psychic reading from someone about you. And he's thinking about that reading a lot. Okay. So for most people, like if you're into tarot, of course you are if you're watching this, but if you're into something, some spiritual modalities and such, there is a higher chance that your person is going to be into those things as well. Even if it's not as much as you or in the same specific spiritual modality that you're interested in, like they are open to it and they will believe it. They do believe it. And you'll probably often find that, even if they don't, because more masculines, like, they're kind of, a lot of masculines are kind of, they dip their toe in it. They're kind of trying to figure it out. They're trying to see what it's about, and they're fascinated by it. They believe it, but they don't often do it for themselves. Like, they don't often, like, pull out a tarot deck and read for themselves. Like, if someone, like, recommends it to them to go to this reader or go to the psychic or something like that, they'll do it. You'll often find that, like, they'll probably have people around them, feminines especially, who are into it, so they're more inclined to do it. Like their mother or sister or past romantic interests, or someone that they work with or something like that. Like, you'll find that other feminines around them are also interested in some spiritual stuff. And so it is not surprising that a lot of feminines that watch tarot card readings, your masculines, are into some spiritual stuff too, whether they do it themselves and they're very spiritual, or they've kind of read about it, they've explored it, they've gotten readings here and there, but it's usually kind of recommended to them, or they kind of slowly pursue it in their own way, in their own time. I feel like at this point and for some of you, I'm getting they're all in. Like, they've jumped into the ocean, or they jumped into the sea. Like, it's not just like, they're not just kind of going into the ocean up to their knees anymore. Like, they're fully diving in. Like, they want the experience. They're truly in the experience. So I'm getting at this point, your person, they've heard enough, because I feel like this person has had a few readings or many readings, and they're totally into it now. They totally get it. They believe it. They might actually even pull cards for themselves or have people pull cards for them or watch tarot readings on here. They might even do tarot themselves, yeah. I'm getting a wide range of people. So, like, there's some people where it's just like, wow, it's amazing that they even watch tarot readings. But for others, it's, like, amazing that they even have a tarot deck and pull cards. For others, like, they might be a tarot reader themselves on YouTube, you know? Who knows, you know? But I'm getting a wide range. But, like, there's a definite energy in this specific pile that your person definitely engages in the spiritual arts. Okay, so their memory of you. So they're remembering a reading that they got with you or about you. Yep. Wow. It's interesting that their memory of you that we're exploring in this pile is energetic, like and psychic, like their memory of you is of your energy, not specifically physically you. Does that make sense? It's kind of bizarre because, like, the other piles, there was like a specific memory of you physically, but this one of the person physically, but in this one it's of your energy, of your destiny, of your fate. You know, it's like the unseen, not actually your physical body. I mean, they're envisioning you, whatever this reading said, they're envisioning you playing out that scenario, whether it's like a future scenario or something that's happening with you now. They're envisioning you playing out that energy in their head, but it's not an actual physical memory of you. Does that make sense? Okay, and then actually another card wanted to pop up with this. Okay, wow. Ace of Pentacles and the Fool card, both in reverse. They are absolutely wanting to come to you with an opportunity. So I feel like this is a person at a distance from you, or maybe there was a break, or this person you're not in a physical connection with them right now. Little to no communication, breakup. Maybe this is someone you don't even know yet. Maybe this is the energy of a reader or psychic telling them of you when you two haven't met yet. So this is definitely a very strongly energetic pile where this person is wanting to come to you with an offer for a new start. Even if you have been dating and you know this person, or you're in a relationship with this person, they are wanting to come to you in a new energy with a new opportunity. This is a very powerful reading. Wow. Okay. So what are his own ideas of what's happening with the two of you, or what he wants to happen with the two of you? Basically, what are his fantasies with you? Because whatever reading he got, like, he's envisioning this happening with the two of you and he wants it to happen. It's almost like in his head, it's almost like it already has happened. Spirit guide, yeah, I knew it. Like this, I knew this pile was going to be very, very spiritual. Okay, he is definitely reaching out to his spirit guide and your spirit guide for help and assistance and guidance for this union. Wow, specifically union. Wow, and the World card. Wow, the World card and the Fool card here. Big things are happening in this connection between you and this person. Definitely on his end, it's very, very powerful. It's like the only thing that matters in life right now. Like, he can't even, like, nothing even else exists right now except for this connection. And because it's so divinely aligned with his soul purpose at this time for him, that literally there is nothing more important than this connection, than this love, than this meeting, than this offer. Everything else is so silent. Work, family, friends, his environment, his other goals in life, like, they're all, like, almost disappeared. It's not like they don't exist. It's like they're brought in, like, they're not even put away temporarily. Or put in the back of his mind. It's like literally lifted into a different dimension. This is the only all-powerful soul purpose that's going on for him. And those other goals and dreams will descend down, I'm hearing, after this union. But like there's so much going on before, during, and after this union. So even if you've known this person for a little bit, you've been dating or you've been in a relationship with this person for a long time, they're coming with a renewed offer, and it's gonna it packs a punch. It's bigger than you've ever expected. Like I feel like you're expecting like a slap across the face. No, this is like you're being, torpedoed into the universe. Like it's like gonna blow you away. By the universe. It's something you could not have imagined, and such a powerful energy. It's like a change in the connection or this dynamic that you didn't expect. For most of you, this is someone new or someone that's coming into your life. For most people, yeah. All right, so what does he worry about? What is he overthinking or lost in thought about when he's worried about this, you and this connection? Challenges. Make a decision on inner healing and trauma. Your scars are proof of resilience and survival. He's worried that he hasn't done enough inner work. This person is highly spiritual. Okay, I first started off this piles reading, trying to tiptoe around the fact that, not everyone that listens to tarot card readings is extremely spiritual, and even if they are, doesn't mean that their partner always is, right? But I feel like both of you are extremely spiritual. Because this person's worried that they haven't done enough healing or inner work yet for this connection to come together and stay together. And no, I don't know anyone who thinks like that except for extremely spiritual girlies and guys, Wow. It's a real worry. This person does think about it. A normal amount, not extremely a lot, not a little bit. This is a pretty normal, but doesn't overtake their thoughts or their day kind of worry. I hope I've done enough healing, clearing, purging, releasing, inner work, trauma work, to make love work this time. This person knows they are further along their spiritual journey. Okay. I'm not going to speak to you like this person is spiritually dumb anymore. Pile 4. That was my mistake. I assumed, and I shouldn't have. Okay. So what is he doing when he's lost in thought about you? What is he physically doing? What is he physically up to when he's lost in thought about you? Okay. The dreamer. I feel like he's actually dreaming. 6 of Swords. Yeah, because 6 of Swords is traveling. But I feel like he's thinking about you when he's actually just has time to think. Because I feel like for a lot of you, this is someone new. And so it might not even, he doesn't have physical memories or thoughts or physical imagery of you to even think about that often. If this is new, then he is thinking about you, but it's so new that it's just a thought in his head right now. It's just the seed was just planted. It's just absolutely brand new. So he daydreams about you at normal daydreaming times. So specifically when he's sleeping, you are visiting his dreams. So if you don't know this person yet, or you two are not in physical contact, or maybe you don't even know who this person is, it does feel like you're visiting his dreams. Your energy is definitely visiting his dreams, and he's learning about you, getting acquainted with your energies even before the two of you meet. If you've been those communication, or if you've been on a break or at a distance, or you don't know this person's coming back into your life, or if this is yeah, even if you've been dating in a relationship for a long time, there's this energy of visiting each other's dreams, getting acquainted with this new energy within the connection within the two of you. That's how powerful this opportunity is, this change. You two are both getting acquainted with it in the higher realms first. Yeah, wow. And also I'm getting like when he's just like driving his car, or if he like takes the train or bus, or if he takes a lot of flights or something for work or something, like when he's traveling, if you happen to know this person is like traveling to visit someone or something, like he's thinking about you a lot while he's traveling. I'm getting at normal, he's doing normal things at normal, appropriate daydreaming and dreaming times and places and situations. Yeah, just the typical, like looking out the window in a train when they're sleeping at night in their dream state. That's pretty typical. Okay. For some reason, I'm just going to pull a few more cards just because, like, I feel like there's a little bit something here. Yeah, there's a huge change happening. There's a huge change happening. Yeah, this person, but I feel like whatever, there's a commitment here. The two of your higher selves are committed energetically to this new energy, this new timeline I'm hearing. This new path, this new energy. It's very powerful. It's very big. Let me see. Prosperity. Yeah, the two of you are going to be working on very big things. Freedom. I feel like the two of you are clearing the path for something really big. Like, there's a reason why this energy between the two of you is so big. Like, so big. It's not like, it's like, you know, some people have like wedding come up in their pile, and some people come up like with family and this and that and the other thing. Money coming in, career change, but this is bigger than that. This is like life purpose. This is like not even life purpose. This is like light worker, starseed, changing, like soul mission type of energy, changing the fabric of our reality, changing our physical world forever kind of energy. You know, even in whatever small way that you to impact this world, it's forever, it's lasting, it's a legacy, it's big, it's very big. Yeah, there's no wonder I had to kind of... Yes, luck is on your side. Wild femininity in reverse. So I do feel like both of you are very powerfully intuitive and aligned with your psychic gifts and your purpose here in life. This is a very powerful, the most powerful pile here in this reading. And 10 of Cups, wow, extreme happiness. Yeah, with the prosperity and the 10 of Cups and the wild femininity card coming out in reverse, luck on your side, I do feel like both of you are bringing in like an abundance of prosperity, abundance of finances, abundance of goals, dreams, manifesting. Very quickly, very powerfully, for a specific reason. Let's see. The Star, yeah. Like bigger dreams than you can imagine. Your dreams, a lot of little dreams, but a lot, like a big one too. Like a very, very big one. And divine sensuality, making love, erotica. Like, and it came out in reverse. I feel like you two are engaged in such sacred sexuality that it's manifesting. Like, I feel like the ways that the two of your energies combine, whether it's in the physical, the mental realm, the emotional realm, or like the physical, like a physical or spiritual realm, like it's primed to make things happen. It's primed to manifest. It's very, very strong, big energy. And the two of you are kind of meant to kind of do it together. It's like a very, like, I'm getting sacred bond, sacred ceremony, sacred marriage, sacred sexuality. I'm just putting out the words, the feelings, the thoughts, the imagery that I'm getting for this pile, but it's going to be very, very personal to the two of you, what the two of you are kind of manifesting. It's so big. I can't even, whoa. We got technology, innovation, science, math, programs. We got medicine, natural, herbal techniques. We got doing things in nature, outdoors, earth. You guys are going to be connecting to your physical surroundings in a way that you haven't before. And I'm getting it's for your soul mission practice, whatever you're doing there. Private, secret. Like, it's not like you're intentionally keeping this private or secret. It's just like you're gonna want to, and you're gonna know why. Physical movements, body. The both of you are gonna be like inseparable. Both of your bodies are gonna connect in very sacred ways, not just sexual, but in very sacred ways that you could not have imagined. It's gonna be like spell casting, how the two of you move physically together, what you put your intentions towards, and what you guys manifest. It's wow. What is this? I want to bring it back to this diopside crystal because I feel like it's, compared to the other crystals, it might feel like a little bit understated. But it's this energy of emotional healing, love, renewal. It's obviously connected to the heart chakra. And it brings a sense of lightness and joy to your heart while keeping you deeply connected to the world around you in vibrations. So I'm getting like, both of you are so aligned and connecting so hard to your soul purpose and your soul mission here, your destiny, your fate, that there needs to be some levity, like there needs to be some lightness and moments of joy and wonder and kind of just seeing the world around you and connecting to the earth around you. So I am getting that the both of you are going to kind of go off into a really scenic area and kind of do this kind of inner magical spiritual work, whatever you two do. I do feel like you two are going to start something very, very important, and you guys are going to know what that is. But there's an energy of like what you're doing is so important that it's important to kind of balance it with this kind of lightness and love and magical moments. And the Hermit in reverse, like there's a star card and divine sensuality. Like there's a moment of like you two just kind of spending time together, kind of manifesting, deeply rooting, grounding this beautiful, like huge, legendary kind of soul mission together, while still making time to enjoy the beautiful light moments in life together. But there's a feeling of like having to kind of go off and like in a very scenic area. You kind of need that groundedness and that natural beauty to kind of ground you while you're bringing in such important soul mission together. All right, beautiful pile 4. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, I really appreciate like a comment. Let me know if this resonates. Let me know. Like, I feel like you might not want to share the details of this if it resonates because it's such a personal thing. But just let me know if it does resonate. Wink, wink. Right. All right. I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day. Much love and light.